Have you ever thought that the very room you trust for peace and recovery might quietly be working against you? For those of us over 65, the bedroom should be the safest place in the house, a place where the body restores itself after the day's effort. Yet, research and lived experience both point to a hidden truth. Certain everyday items in that quiet space may silently disrupt your sleep, strain your memory, and burden your heart. In this video, I will walk you through 5 overlooked sources of radiation in the bedroom that may weaken your body little by little. More importantly, I will share the small and practical changes that can restore deeper rest and protect your health. These adjustments require no expensive gadgets, no complicated routines, just awareness and care. Stay with me until the end, because you will discover how changing even one small thing in your bedroom can bring more refreshing sleep, steadier energy, and the kind of mornings that help you feel clear, steady, and alive again. Now, let's begin. Number 1. The hidden danger of digital alarm clocks. Every night, your bedroom should be a haven, a place where your body can rest and renew itself. But for many seniors, especially those past 65, there is a small object sitting quietly on the nightstand that may be interfering with that healing process. The digital alarm clock, a trusted tool for decades, can be more harmful than it seems. Most digital clocks that plug into the wall emit electromagnetic fields, also called EMFs. These invisible waves radiate constantly as long as the device is on. When a clock sits just a few inches from your pillow, your brain and nervous system are exposed to steady, low-level stress throughout the night. Younger bodies may adapt to this without obvious problems, but as we age, our cells lose some of their ability to repair damage. This means that older adults are more vulnerable to environmental stressors, including EMFs. Think about those mornings when you wake up with a dull headache, heavy eyes, or a lingering sense of fogginess. Even after a full night in bed, many people shrug and say, "That's just aging." But what if their real reason was the clock glowing faintly by your head? Take Evelyn, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. She lived a healthy life, early to bed, caffeine-free evenings, even meditation before sleep. Yet she woke up exhausted day after day, plagued by headaches and fatigue. Her doctors found nothing wrong. Then she read about EMFs in the bedroom and realized her clock had been just a foot from her head for years. Curious, she replaced it with a simple battery-powered clock and moved it across the room. Within days, she began sleeping soundly. The headaches vanished. The fog lifted. She told her daughter it felt like someone had drawn back. A curtain she hadn't realized was there. Science supports what Evelyn experienced. Studies show that EMF exposure at night can interfere with melatonin production. Melatonin not only guides your sleep cycle but also protects your immune system as a natural antioxidant. When it is suppressed, you may feel unrested and more vulnerable to illness. The good news is that the solution is simple. Replace your digital clock with a battery-operated one, or at least move it several feet away from your bed. This single step can reduce exposure, relieve nighttime stress on your body, and improve the quality of your sleep. Small details often create the biggest difference. And for seniors, giving your body a calmer environment at night can mean waking with more clarity, energy, and peace. Number 2, the silent impact of Wi-Fi routers and wireless devices. For many older adults, the bedroom is meant to be a sanctuary, a quiet refuge where the mind can drift in a deep rest. Yet, more and more seniors are beginning to notice that even with an early bedtime, they wake feeling groggy, mentally cloudy, or emotionally drained. One overlooked culprit is the Wi-Fi router or wireless device humming away nearby. Wi-Fi routers release radio frequency waves 24 hours a day. These signals may seem harmless, but when placed in or near the bedroom, they can bathe your body in a constant stream of low-level radiation. For someone in their 70s or 80s, the effects can be more pronounced because the body's natural defenses are no longer as strong as they once were. One of the most important of these defenses is the blood-brain barrier, a delicate filter that protects the brain from harmful substances. As we age, this barrier weakens, making the brain more vulnerable to outside stress. Consider Stanley, a 71-year-old retired engineer from Michigan. He loved technology and prided himself on keeping up with the latest gadgets. His Wi-Fi router sat conveniently on his bedroom dresser, only a few feet from where he slept. Over time, he noticed troubling changes. He misplaced his keys, repeated stories to his wife, and mixed up appointments. Even more concerning, he began feeling fluttering in his chest and bouts of dizziness. His cardiologist found no major issues, but asked a simple question that changed everything. "Where is your router at night?" Stanley moved the router to his home office downstairs and plugged it into a timer that shut it off each night. Within weeks, his sleep improved, the chest flutters disappeared, and his memory sharpened. His wife noticed he was livelier at breakfast, more alert, and more himself again. At his next appointment, his cognitive test score improved by nearly 30%. The lesson is clear. The constant presence of Wi-Fi in the bedroom may not stop you from falling asleep, but it can prevent your body from reaching the deep, restorative stages of rest. The fix is simple. Move your router to another floor, or at least to the farthest corner of your home. If moving it isn't possible, use a timer to switch it off during the night. You will still enjoy the convenience of wireless internet during the day while giving your body the healing quiet it needs at night. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, the overlooked risk of plug-in air fresheners. There is something comforting about a bedroom that smells fresh and inviting. For many older adults, especially those living alone, a light fragrance becomes part of the nightly routine, a small detail that makes the room feel safe and pleasant. Yet, hidden behind that pleasant aroma may be a mix of chemicals and radiation that quietly burden your body. Plug-in air fresheners found in countless homes work by slowly releasing fragrance oils into the air. But while they fill the room with scent, they also release volatile organic compounds, or VOCCs. These are microscopic particles that can irritate the lungs and airways, especially during sleep when breathing slows and deepens. On top of that, the devices emit electromagnetic fields, as long as they are plugged into the wall. For seniors whose lungs are naturally more sensitive and whose repair systems are slower, this double burden can be especially harmful. Take Virginia, a 77-year-old widow from Florida. She filled her home with lavender-scented plugins, one right beside her bed. Over time, she developed a scratchy throat and a persistent cough that no medication or humidifier seemed to fix. She blamed allergies or the weather until she spent a week at her daughter's house, where there were no air fresheners. Her cough eased, her chest felt lighter, and she woke up more refreshed. When she returned home, her daughter encouraged her to remove the plugins and try natural alternatives. They placed small bowls of baking soda around the rooms and used cotton balls with a few drops of essential oil kept far from the bed. Within days, Virginia's breathing improved and her sleep became deeper and more peaceful. Science now confirms what Virginia experienced. Studies have shown that plug-in air fresheners can release chemicals such as formaldehyde, benzene, and phthalates, substances linked to respiratory irritation and long-term health risks. When combined with the steady EMS from the device, the impact in senior health can be significant. The solution is simple and gentle. Unplug the devices, especially those in the bedroom. If you enjoy fragrance, use natural options like dried herbs and a sash, a few drops of essential oil placed across the room, or a small bowl of baking soda to absorb odors. By making this change, you free your lungs from unnecessary stress and allow your body to rest more fully through the night. Sometimes the smallest decisions, what we choose to plug into the wall, carry the greatest weight for our health. In later years, every breath matters, and creating a cleaner, calmer bedroom can mean the difference between restless nights and mornings that begin with true ease. Number 4, the hidden dangers of electric blankets and heating pads. On a cold night, nothing feels more inviting than slipping into a bed, already warmed by an electric blanket arresting stiff joints on a heating pad. For many seniors, these devices seem like simple comforts that makes sleep easier. Yet, beneath that cozy warmth lies an invisible risk. Electric blankets and plug-in heating pads work by running electrical currents through wires woven into fabric. Those currents generate heat, but they also create electromagnetic fields that surround the body for hours at a time directly against the skin. You may not notice it immediately. You may simply wake up with stiff joints, lingering muscle aches, or even a racing heartbeat. Many people chalk this up to normal aging. But the truth is that long-term close-range exposure to low-level EMFs during sleep can quietly stress the body. As we age, our ability to regulate inflammation declines. What younger adults might shrug off, seniors often feel as aching bones, restless nights, or a heart that doesn't seem steady. Dorothy, a 75-year-old retired nurse from Minnesota, learned this lesson firsthand. Winters in her hometown were bitter, and for years she kept her electric blanket running all night. Gradually, she began to notice more morning stiffness, muscle soreness, and irregular heartbeats. Doctors found urgent problems, but Dorothy couldn't shake the feeling something was off. After reading about EMF exposure, she tried an experiment. She packed away her electric blanket and layered her bed with flannel sheets, a thick wool comforter, and a down mattress pad. On especially cold nights, she slipped a hot water bottle at her feet. Within 3 weeks, her heart palpitations stopped, her joints loosened, and she woke up feeling more rested than she had in years. Research supports her experience. Environmental health studies show that extended EMF exposure during sleep can raise inflammatory markers in older adults by more than a third. This type of silent inflammation doesn't always announce itself with sharp pain, but it gradually wears down resilience, affecting everything from arthritis to cardiovascular health. Thankfully, safe alternatives are easy. Natural fibers like wool, flannel, or fleece trap body heat without electricity. Hot water bottles or rice-filled cloth bags warmed before bed and removed when you climb and provide soothing heat without radiation. And if you must use an electric blanket, limit it to warming the bed before sleep. Then unplug it once you're under the covers. The truth is, real comfort is not only about warmth. It is about safety, restoration, and peace of mind. In later years, your body deserves sleep that heals, not sleep interrupted by unseen stress. By choosing natural warmth, you honor both your comfort and your health. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, the quiet risk of charging phones by your bedside. For many of us, the phone has become a constant companion. It serves as an alarm clock, a way to stay connected with loved ones, or a source of late-night entertainment. But when that phone rests just inches from your head all night, charging by your bedside, it may be introducing a quiet but steady source of stress to your body. Mobile phones emit electromagnetic radiation whenever they are turned on. And when they charge, the flow of electricity adds another layer of exposure. This is especially concerning for older adults. With age, the brain's natural defenses weaken. The body's ability to repair itself slows and sleep becomes more fragile. That means what once seemed harmless in your younger years may now affect your rest, your concentration, and even your mood. Some seniors notice waking with headaches, foggy thoughts, or restless sleep, never realizing their phone placement might be playing a role. Consider the story of George, a 68-year-old grandfather from Ohio. 4 years, he kept his smartphone charging right on his nightstand, often falling asleep with it just a few inches from his head. Over time, he began to notice frequent morning headaches, irritability, and a strange restlessness that no change in routine seemed to fix. His doctor found no major health issues, but encouraged him to reduce nighttime electronic exposure. George decided to charge his phone in the living room instead of the bedroom and bought a simple battery-powered alarm clock. Within 2 weeks, he was falling asleep faster, waking up without headaches, and feeling more focused during the day. Science is beginning to echo what George and many others experience. Studies show that nighttime exposure to electromagnetic fields can suppress melatonin, the hormone responsible for guiding the body into deep, restorative sleep. When melatonin levels remain low, sleep becomes lighter. The immune system weakens and the body's ability to recover from daily stress declines. The fix is simple. If you rely on your phone alarm, place the device at least 6 feet from your bed, or better yet, in another room. Switch to a basic alarm clock that runs on batteries instead of electricity. Set your phone to airplane mode at night to reduce unnecessary signals and allow your body the quiet it needs for genuine rest. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place where healing can happen without interference. Charging a phone right beside your pillow might seem harmless, but over time it can chip away at the very rest your body depends on. Protect your nights by keeping technology at a distance, and you may find your mornings brighter, your mind clearer, and your body more at ease. Final thoughts. As we grow older, we become more aware that health is not only shaped by big decisions like diet and exercise, but also by the quiet details of daily living. The bedroom, a place we trust for rest, can either work for us or against us. Items like digital clocks, Wi-Fi routers, plug-in air fresheners, electric blankets, and even charging phones may seem harmless. Yet, they're least steady signals and substances that place unnecessary stress on an aging body. The good news is that none of this requires fear, and none of it demands expensive solutions. It calls for awareness and a few thoughtful choices. Move your clock farther away. Switch off your router at night. Replace plug-in air fresheners with natural options. Trade electric blankets for layered bedding. Charge your phone in another room. These small acts of care can bring back deeper rest, clearer mornings, steadier energy, and a greater sense of peace in your home. At this stage of life, every breath matters, every night of sleep matters, and every choice that reduces hidden stress gives your body more strength to repair itself. You have carried yourself through many challenges, and you deserve nights that truly restore. By making even one small change tonight, you give yourself the gift of rest that heals. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.